Hello and welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat. My name is Lou.
And I'm Emily. Welcome back. Tonight we are breaking down chapters 17 through 19 of A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas.
Yes, and if you're first now coming to us, if you're coming to us for the first time, we do this sometimes, occasionally, once, twice, 3 times a week. I'm new to this. This one, she is the Smut Oracle. You can find her at right there. It's going to be down there on a couch. This is the kitchen couch. We like this kind of stuff. It's super fun. I'm the straight guy. She's the chick. We're talking about this stuff. If you'd like to support the channel and if you love this content, you can buy the book or anything else on Amazon using the Amazon links in the description of this video. It helps the channel and it's really cool if you did. Also, join the membership. It's $2 a month and sometimes you get free stuff. Early stuff. Nothing's free. Awesome. Okay, Emily, break us down.
Awesome. Let's recap it up. In chapter 17, we go to the prison where Feyre meets the Bone Carver, a creature who takes the form of a small dark-haired boy with violet eyes for Feyre. And instead of answering questions like a normal being, he drops lore bombs. So, we find out about the cauldron, what it is, and that it is awakening, and the King of Hybern wants to use it to shatter the wall between the realms. The only thing that can counter or contain its power is the Book of Breathings. That is a spell book that has been split into 2 halves. How inconvenient! One held by the Mortal Queens, and the other hidden among the High Fae. To defeat Hybern, they need both halves, no exceptions, and no shortcuts. Back in Valoris, the Inner Circle's tearing apart everything they found out and landing on one terrifying conclusion. They now need to find these 2 halves of the book, which will take convincing human queens who hate Fae, and somehow beat Hybern to the finish line. Feyre's role in this becomes impossible to ignore because every new piece of information points straight back to her powers. Feyre might be able to locate the book, the missing half of the book, because as a made being with pieces of all of the High Lord's power, she might be able to detect artifacts linked to their magic. So to test this, they're going to send her on a mission. Retrieve an item from the Weaver's Cottage, a creature that eats people first and asks questions never. If she can survive that, then she might be able to find the book. So yeah, in these chapters we get bones for secrets, magic relics for weapons, and a creeping realization that Feyre is no longer collateral. She might just be the key. Luke! Are you ready?
Listen, no one comes to the kitchen couch for the food. Let's hit it. Look, the lore bombs are awesome, and this is my favorite section of either book. Was this section?
Ooh.
These chapters.
Ooh, okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Do you not feel the same way? Did you not think that would happen to me? Is what I actually mean.
No, I did think you would like this because we are kind of like, we're kicking off Adventure Time, and you like Adventure Time.
I love it.
We're here. We're there.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot to dive into. There's so much relatable, like, fantasy shit. Like, and there's already the Beauty and the Beast tropes and everything, and the crazy ex-girlfriend and blah blah blah. But here, I mean, the crawling through the prison cave, the fact that the Night Court has dominion over the prison, but they're not in control of the prison. It's really held by powers that were set in place maybe thousands of years ago. Everything about I think they said that the Summer Court has dominion over part of the book. Or is it the legs of the cauldron that it does? I forgot.
No, the Summer Court has half of the book.
Yes. So our tour, our let's hang out at every court situation is there. We don't know anything about the Summer Court. We know a little bit about we know a lot about the Spring Court. We know some about a few of the others, but we don't know anything about the Summer Court. That could be cool. We see Feyre breathe fire.
No.
Right?
Well, I mean,
Like,
we don't see her, but she has like an ashy taste in her mouth, so the implication
I
is there
assume,
for sure.
yeah. She's not acid reflux.
Hands have like fire hands.
Yeah, and we know that to be, what's it, Fall Court? That's Lucian's place.
That is the Autumn Court, yes.
Thank you. Oh yeah, it's a girl book. I forgot. yeah. It'd be at the Fall Court if it was a dude book. That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't know. I'm just being That's a, I mean, look, there's just a lot. There's a lot of like fantasy bullshit that's
Mhm.
happening right now, and it gets
Yeah.
me excited to keep reading. We're introducing that the cauldron is a physical thing. I guess it's dumb that I didn't think it was all like, because in human mythos, the female womb is like it's a spiritual thing,
Mhm.
but it's also like a physical thing. This is like
Mhm.
it's this right here, right? Well, we know as a society the magic that happens here in this space, that's where life is created. And
Mhm.
so I guess I just thought the cauldron was that kind of thing, and instead it's like, no, it's like a pot.
To be fair to you, yeah, they've basically been talking about it like we would any sort of, it's almost like, oh my God, like bless the cauldron, like thank God. Instead of saying like thank God, they're like, oh, cauldron bless. Like
Mhm.
it does seem like it is not an actual thing that is going to be like a tangible object in their timeline.
Yeah, it also makes me think there's a connection with Jiren there for some reason, obviously, because we're looking for Jiren, and then the plot took a turn a little, because now it's like, oh, actually, we're looking for the cauldron. Jiren doesn't matter, and it's like, oh, of course he does. Like, he matters. We just don't know why yet, and that's okay. It's cool that we're waiting. We left the last section with 3 possible quests, right? There were like 3 different objectives, tasks that we were looking to try to do,
Yeah.
and it felt like this one was necessary initially. I got to ask you about the bone collector, because I want to know if the bone collector shows up later.
The bone carver.
Thank you, bone carver. Appreciate that.
Yeah. This will not be the last time you see the bone carver.
Fantastic. It's I don't really care about the context. I just don't want it to be who is the mercenary situation.
Right.
There's a mystical mercenary chick at the very beginning of the story who doesn't show back up, who could be someone cool. And it's just not a
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
Because the lore, like the lore it drops, in the circumstances for which it drops lore, awesome. But why does it have so much lore? Does it secretly hear the stories of the bones that it carves? I don't know. It's
It's
cool.
like just old as shit.
It's old as fuck.
Very old.
There's a lot of these like old things. The cereal was old, is old. This other maid woman is old. I say a woman, we don't know. It's in a woman's body. That's what we do know.
Amryn? Are you talking about
Yeah.
Amryn?
Yeah. We know it's in a woman's body. We just like, it could be a dude. It could be some unisex thing. It could be a dragon. It could actually just be a dragon that's in a body. So we don't know, because right, it's left to interpretation what this creature is. But we had just
Right.
like ancient things. It's weird that the bone carver knows where things are. To me,
Mm-hmm.
that Reese didn't, because Reese was there.
Mm-hmm.
Reese was there, Gandalf, 500 years ago, during the war when the book was separated. Like, Reese was there, and why didn't Reese know that? I know Reese had gotten captured, and we haven't talked about that yet. But got captured at some point, which is wild to me, as powerful as Reese is. So I imagine it was some trick or some treat that was being offered. Shout out Halloween. But it's just such cool fantasy stuff. Do you have a favorite part of the fantasy stuff? I mean, I've just talked around it the entire time.
No, I really like this part. I really like that the bone carver appears as something different to every person. That it's not just, I mean, in the recap I mentioned what he appeared to Feyre as a small boy, but to Rhysand he appeared as Jurian. And so it's not like it's a shapeshifter, because they were simultaneously seeing 2 different things. So that is really cool to me. I really like that. And the fact that no one but you really knows what you see. So whether or not, like, if someone asks, I mean, Feyre shared what she saw and Reese shared what he did, but no one actually knows for sure what you saw, because it's different for everybody. So it's like a trust exercise when she's like, what did you see?
I had forgotten that was the case. Like, because I just imagined an 8-year-old boy sitting there talking trash to them. Like,
Right.
yeah, like, oh, when she dies, you give me your bones, I'll tell you whatever you want. Like, I was like, oh, an 8-year-old boy, hardcore, awesome.
Creepy as
But then
hell, little kid.
creepy
Come
as
on.
fuck, creepy as fuck. How'd you get down in this cave, little boy? And what how they get to the cave, the way it's described, fantasy out the yin yang. Just he's guiding her through this situation. She's talking about her the feeble nature that she's stuck in because of
Mhm.
the trauma and the eating. They show up and then they have to leave because she flips out about being under a mountain again, which understandable. I would too, maybe. But like,
Yeah.
I have empathy, no doubt. Like, I get it. It sucks. I wouldn't want you to go under a mountain again either after what you had to go through.
Right.
It's literally like I think about it like this. Like I used to run distance like 12, 13 miles casually for funsies. And like there was one time I was in San
Understand the life,
Francisco.
for sure.
There was one time I was in San Francisco, okay, and I was like, oh, I'm only here for one more day. I want to run across the Golden Gate Bridge, so I ran across the Golden Gate Bridge, and it was like 5 miles to the Golden Gate Bridge, and it's like a mile or some across and then back. Thought I'm just gonna do this, and so I'm like running through the mean streets of San Francisco, and there's dudes out, there's cops and whatever outside with assault rifles. It was kind of like a police state at the time. It was like 2022. It's kind of creepy, and I get out there and I'm charging down the Golden Gate Bridge, and there's a chain link fence stretched along maybe the first 100 yards, and the moment that ended, all it is a 3-foot high rail and nothing. I'm a big boy. 3 feet high ain't high for me. And there's like a line that's drawn on the pavement there where the path is, and the path says it's like 5 feet wide, and there's people screaming past me on bicycles, and I just ran 5 miles. I'm clenching my hands so tight that I can feel the blood coming out of the inside of my hands because I'm freaking out because I'm so frightened of heights.
Right.
And I'm like, you have to do it. 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 You can't stop. You have to go. You have to go. And guess what? When you get to the other side, you get to do it again. Like, so I empathize with her fear. I know they're not the same thing. They're not. But at the same time, I'm like,
because it's fear. Yeah.
There's another time, boy, I didn't know I was claustrophobic until I got into an MRI like last year, a year before. And I had to go all the way in, like head deep. And once again, big boy. I'm not gonna be able to turn sideways. I was stuck in there. I thought I would be okay. And I said, okay, cool. They said, you want to listen to music? I said, yeah, put Amy Winehouse on or something. And I just lay down. And the moment I'm chest deep into the thing, because I'm going in head first, I started freaking out.
Oh no.
And I'm like, if you've ever done the procedure, you can't fucking move.
Yeah.
And also, I've listened to Amy Winehouse so often that I know exactly how long each song is. And they said it'll take 25 to 35 minutes. And I'm just laying there freaking out, not moving, can feel my heart racing. I'm like, can't move, dude. You're just going to have to suffer. This sucks. Like the inner monologue, the battle that was happening. It's like, I thought about pushing that button, get me out of here so many times. Like, no, you're paying for this. Like, you have to sit. You get to live this. This is going to suck, man. So I empathize with her because it sucks. I'd rather be on stage in front of thousands than do those two things again. That's a fact. A fact, Jack.
Yeah.
I empathize with her. Reese was right to take her ass home, and we'll go back tomorrow. She just laid in bed all day. I get it.
And then threw up all night long.
Yeah,
like it was rough.
It was rough.
Yeah, there was a really nice bonding moment there between Reese and Feyre as he was like holding her hair. It's like, that's what Timmy Tam, I'm sorry, from now on, I'm just going to call him Tampon. That's what Tampon should have been doing. And
Dude,
I joke, I only say Tampon because I'm a girl. And when I was like texting friends about this book the first time, my phone would always autocorrect Tamlin to tampon.
That's perfect.
So I just kept it. So anyway, this
Jackass.
this is what I would have expected from Tamlin this whole time. Like, taking care of her, empathizing, talking it out, like, being there for her. And he never did, not a single damn time. So, thanks, Reese.
You know, I hate that I didn't mention it. It's in the first chapter.
Yeah.
Or I was like, why isn't he, like, holding her hair? Like, why is he in the bathroom with her? I thought that reading it, and I was like, yeah, okay, it's not that big a deal. Like, whatever. And now I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like Sarah J. Maas made a point to say this for this moment. Like, this is as pivotal as the moment in the prison. It's interesting. It's cool. I still don't see them as a couple, personally. They're just,
I mean, there's been literally no coupley anything happen so far. We do get like a moment at the end of chapter 19, where it's like starting to kind of maybe be a little bit of a banter, but it's still, I mean, we've never really had any indication that they're in it for anything other than what they're doing right now.
that just goes back, like, and we've talked about this before, like, I can relate to Reese because I have hot female friends that I don't try to sleep with. Like, I actually, like, that's, and it's, I'm like okay with it. Like, it's like, yeah, it's, I don't, you know, that's not part of the deal here. Like, I don't understand. And we cut up and banter. I will flirt sometimes, but not a lot. And it gets weird if we do, so we just don't. We have several, and we're cool with it. And so I don't know how many men could relate to this type of relationship, this like friends without benefits situation. I kind of hope they don't do anything physical. Like, it would diminish Reese's character for me. You know, it's just, it's kind of like a rock and a hard place. You know, like, I have exes who I care about deeply, and some of them I'm friends with, and I think about it. I used to think about it a lot, like, oh, did I screw this up? Like, should I? And then every time I talk to them on the phone or hang out with them, I'm like, nah, that was on purpose. It's fine that we're friends. This is okay. Yeah. It's okay. And that's what it feels like between the two of them. Like trauma bonding is bad. It shouldn't work. And if they were to get together, it would feel like maybe it's a life experience thing for me.
I think trauma bonding is what happened with her and Tamlin.
That's for sure the truth.
Don't think that's what's happening with her and Reese, but
so I would need it to be like, for me, for them to have a relationship, which like I said, I hope does not happen soon. I hope, like, we get good character work and storytelling. And if it happens, great. But I don't, it feels so out of left field if suddenly she was like, and then, you know, flying me around, and I felt the back of his arms, and they're massive. It's good.
I mean, he is the most beautiful man she's ever seen. She already said that.
Respect that.
So if she occasionally appreciates him, I would appreciate her appreciating him.
I'm with you on that. Because, like I said, I've got hot friends, female friends, and I'm like, yeah, you're hot. Like, I get it. Like, let's not get weird.
But
about
also,
it. But
they're all hot at this point. Everybody's hot.
It is like a CW show. It's like a CW.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter because they're all beautiful people.
Yeah,
Everybody's
I love Arrow, the show Arrow. But fuck, Stephen Amell is just a hot guy. Sorry, Stephen, you're the man. I love what you do, but fuck, dude, you're really just a hot dude. We get it. You're CW star. That's how that rolls. Jensen Ackles, sorry, bud. I'm not talking trash. I'm just thinking, like, buddy, you're kind of too handsome for what you're doing here. It's good. It's good. The back to the fantasy shit. The whole, I'm trying to kind of decipher in my brain, pull apart the mechanism that creates the image of the bone carver. No, why did she see a boy? Why does he see Jurian? It can't be fear. Maybe it's like wishful thinking.
Mm,
Maybe it's a possible future.
mm,
Because I immediately thought that it's like the bone cover represented offspring of the two of them for her.
mm, mm.
And because it was like share in the eyes and the hair and the blah 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 and the blah 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 and the blah blah blah, like the imagery is there for sure. And then he sees Jurian, which is also a future. So that's what I immediately thought, was like, okay, that's what we're happening here. This thing teaches you, has the capability to talk to you about the past, and then shows you images of the future physically, possibly. Maybe a cool fantasy lore thing. I don't know. It's a cool gimmick.
It is really cool. And yeah, interesting to see how it happens and what we learn more about it as we go along.
All right, so tell me about this next part of the quest that they're going on.
Well, like what part? Just like the Book of the Breathings situation?
Well, no, that's in a lot of lore. I mean, that if you watch The Mummy, if you watch anything, there's always like this in Naruto actually, which is wild. But there's like, oh, this only someone with this specific kind of gift is capable of deciphering the message that's here.
So a lot. We saw it for the first time in these chapters, but you'll see the line a lot. Is like calls to like. So the cauldron can only be wielded by something that is made. So when you're like, oh, we don't really know why, like, we do find out about Jurian in these chapters. Like, the whole reason why we're trying to get Jurian recreated is because then there would be someone made that is on Team Hybern, not on Team everybody else. Because right now there's only 3 made individuals that we know of, which is Amryn, Feyre, and Miriam, and all 3 of them are not Team Hybern. What?
Well, I know 2 of them could read, so we need somebody who can read a book.
Feyre can sit down. She says it in these chapters. She's like, oh
my god.
That's part of it too, because remember, like, everybody's like, oh, he's teaching her to read, and she literally goes, this is why you were fucking teaching me to read, wasn't it?
I know, yeah. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's like,
I think you should learn to read because you should learn to read. And also, I did tell you that I was being a little self-serving when I was teaching you. I wasn't lying about that. Like, he hasn't lied to her.
It's a funny moment. It's a funny moment because he's like,
what the hell? Wait a minute. This is why you made me read.
Reading comprehension. We need you, dog. God, it's funny.
Because, and what we were talking about at the end of last time, you were like, great, glad you said yes, because we already have a plan.
Okay. It's like,
and he kind of says that too. She's like, oh, you were just waiting on me. And he's like, yup, if you'd have said yes to this 2 months ago, then we'd be 2 months ahead by now, but that's fine. Don't worry about it.
The healing journey had to continue.
It did.
Which I respect.
But we learned some cool things about the inner circle in this next chapter. So like chapter 18, you kind of get more of the setup about like who is who and like hierarchy, order, all that kind of situation. So we find out about Cassian. So it's like a quote in here, like page like 190 or something. And he drew his sword. Rhys drew a sword back, and she's like, oh, I've never seen you with a weapon. And he's like, Cassian would laugh himself hoarse hearing that, and then make me go into the sparring ring. And so Feyre says, can he beat you? Like, can Cassian beat? And he says, hand-to-hand combat? Yes. He'd have to earn it for a change, but he'd win. Cassian is the best warrior I've encountered in any court, any land. He leads my armies because of it. So now you're like, okay, so Cassian's actually kind of like to borrow a phrase from you, a dog.
A dog. Yeah. Cassian is a weapon.
The best. He is the warrior of anything anywhere. So that's kind of fun. And then we do find out about Azriel and why he has those scars. So before, last time you were like, and he has scars, so clearly something happened there. You find out immediately why, which is that he had really shitty parents, unfortunately. Tragic backstory. And then more, we find out a little bit about her as well. And this is where I was saying last time, he says, Moore, what does she do for you? And he says, Moore is who I'll call in when the armies fail and Cassian and Azriel are both dead.
It's the nuclear deterrent. Yeah. It's like, you want this bitch? Mm-hmm. You don't want this bitch. So step the fuck back. God, I'm so attracted to that chick. I am so attracted. I'm so attracted to that chick.
You're meant to be.
I imagine like somehow a hotter version of like Alexandria Daddario.
Yeah, that's a fair comparison, I think.
With like Emma Stone's personality.
Yeah. Okay. But okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know about. I guess I just haven't really spent enough time watching Emma Stone interviews to know what her personality is outside of like her acting roles. But
she's just one of those few like celebrities I feel like I could go to a bar and hang out with, and it would be okay.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there would be any sexual chemistry or anything. I literally think she would just be cool to have a beer or whatever and chill. Like I don't think I'm getting that from your friend Jennifer Lawrence.
It's not my friend. I don't know her, but
wish you did.
Next page.
Could be mean to her face.
That's sad.
Yeah, sorry.
Next page, she says, in that war where your armies fail and Cassian and Azriel are dead and even more is gone, Rhys says, if that day comes, I'll find a way to break the spell on Amren and unleash her on the world, and I'll ask her to end me first.
Boy.
This is kind of like, what happens if this shit hits the fan? And it's like, well, Azriel, then Cassian, and then if both of them fail, more, and then if everybody dies, Amren. It's gonna... But at that point, I have nothing left to live for, so I hope she kills me first. Like,
I think, like, when stuff like that's said out loud, it's usually backed up with context and content later in a story. So I'm pretty amped about this. And so I'll remember this for chapter 65 or whatever. Write this down. 65 is when I think this is going to come back, obviously. But then we learn about this medallion that she like is gifted from Amren. And then
so that was like back in 17 because her first time trying to go into the prison. So here's the other thing. Amren was a prisoner in the prison for a millennia. Like so they were like, well, can't you just send Amren? She's been in the prison. She knows her way around. And Amren's like, the fuck? I'm not going in there. Absolutely not. No.
Why would, yeah.
Like,
what?
No. So the first attempt goes not well. And then Feyre wakes up like the next morning and Amren's like standing at the foot of her bed and she's like, stop! Oh, Jesus! Jump scare, you small little person.
I do imagine what's her face from The Incredibles at that moment. That moment. Are you sleeping? Like a whole, Yeah.
So she comes in and she hands her like a pendant necklace situation and she's like, hey, this will get you out. It helped me get out. So like, here you go. You can have this, but you will give it back or I will find you and kill you. Clear? Cool. Great. Go get our book. Go find out what we need to find out.
Yeah.
So that happens. Amulet, whatever we want to call it. So does it have substance to it, or is it just like, just wear this piece of jewelry, you stupid bitch, and go get the thing? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's the latter.
Oh, they don't say that.
You'll find out. Like it circles back around.
Okay, she's just like the strength is within you. Okay.
Yeah, it's I mean, I don't think it's that big of a spoiler, but it's a placebo. Like, that thing didn't do shit. And so when she gives it back to Amren, she's gonna be like, oh, yeah, okay, cool, thanks, bye. Like, it meant nothing.
It means something to me.
It meant something to Feyre, too, for a hot second. But anyway, yeah. So
she's also like, I need to get this back to this chick or she will kill me.
Yeah, because she straight up says, I will end you if you don't give it back. Because she's a little bit like a dragon.
That's what I think yes.
And
yes.
they don't say dragon, but they did compare her to a fire drake, which is basically like the same thing.
She's the mother-in-law.
I mean, I kinda.
Yeah.
I hear you, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the caricature.
Yeah.
It's like
the archetype of it, yeah. For sure. So, anyhow, then they were talking about like, then we get into a lot of Amren lore of like, where did she come from and
where did she go?
Where did she come from, Cotton Eye Joel?
That's it.
Yeah. So, and other little things as well, like the bone carver. They are like, so what is he and where did it come from? Like, this is like a exposition lore dump in chapter 18.
Yeah. So a lot, but there's a lot here. There's like a lot here. Like in other fantasy, what do you do when the shit hits the fan? If you're the villain, you let the prisoners out. Like there's a lot of fantasy shit here where I'm just like, oh, this happened in Harry Potter. They let the fucking prisoners out. That's what happened. And so I like that they were like, don't say anything. Why not? Because the prisoners like to gossip. You're like, fuck.
Yeah. Like they will trade secret. I mean, they have nothing else. So
no. They're just stuck in a rocky cave, pitch black rocky cave for buddy. The fact that like
remember when I told you that I was annotating now in 3 different colors? Oh, this whole fucking chapter.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit. Oh my god. 3 different colors the whole time.
The bone carver waxes poetically. Once Feyre gives in to the bleeding trauma, providing that the bone carver begins to like feed off of it so much that it just vomits information, in a kind of cool way, which I'm sure will pay dividends a little bit later. But the bone carver is a cool character. I think it's not my favorite character. Like ancillary character, I think the ancillary character is still, I think the serial maybe. But so there's something that they do in like combat shows, combat in general. It's called they'll take the villain of the previous story and then find a way to reduce their threat by introducing a big bad that's much bigger and much badder. They also do it in professional wrestling, which is awesome. When they do it in professional wrestling, it's dope because there's music involved. And so when you introduce like this band of like Spartan warriors with wings, and then this prison that seems like hell on earth compared to the lair under the mountain that Amarantha spent time in. And this Amren is here, and you're like, how would Amren get defeated by Amarantha?
She did.
Why didn't? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why wasn't that conflict? Why wasn't there conflict there? Because
we know that they talk about it.
We do know. Like they just stayed underneath. They stayed in the city. Like right. Like Amren did not come out of the city during the 50 years.
Right. Well, because like nobody knows about Valaris and nobody knows. So Rhys, and this gets into like chapter 19. But basically Rhys is like, look, when I lost all of my power, when most of my power went to Amarantha, basically the rest of it, all of it that I had, I used to be sure that, and he was controlling the minds of everyone at one time.
Right.
So they never remembered anything about Cassian or Moore or anybody. They already didn't know Valaris existed. So he was basically protecting just his emissaries that people would know about, which would be like Cassian, Moore, Amryn, all of them. And because of that, they pretty much had to stay in Valaris for 50 years.
Right. Right. But what I guess I'm saying in these combat shows is we need to introduce an Amryn, who is essentially a good guy version of Amarantha.
Right.
A kind of scary female absolute weapon. Who's got a crazy backstory. You've got this bone carver. You've got the target of the next part of the book. What is it called? I was reading. What's the next journey? The next place they're going to go to? Our heroes.
Well, the next thing we have to do is go test Feyre at the Weaver's cottage.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to the Weaver's place. That's what I mean. That's what I'm looking for. So we've essentially turned Amarantha into this is the level.
Mm-hmm.
Now everyone has to move above Amarantha. Actually I'll say I think Moore is the good guy version of Amarantha.
Mm-hmm.
And Amryn is just like, I don't know, a nuclear warhead.
Yeah.
some sort of deity that's been trapped in a human body.
Yeah.
Have we come to the situation in the books where we know who she is, or is that still lore? Is it still like left to book 6 or 7 or whatever? I'm not asking like for you to tell me where it's at. I'm curious if it's something that I have something to look forward to or not.
You will find out.
Okay, cool.
But
no, that's all I needed.
Not right away.
That's okay. I don't want to know right away. That's not what's important right now. What's important is like we're like at this stage where we're in the college quest log. You know, we're all going to Western and trying to figure out how to get through school by ourselves without our parents around.
Yeah. Right.
And so it kind of feels like the first third of the book is over right here. Like that was the end of the very first boss. That was the first boss fight, was that one with the bone cover, which isn't really a boss fight, but you know what I mean.
I mean, and to be fair, you're right, because in the electronic version, 32%. We are 32%.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Because that's usually when a bunch of that's wild. That's usually when a bunch of the lore drops. Is like right there. The first
I'm on page 199 of 643. It's 32% in, and we are with the bone carver talking about the cauldron right now on the page that I have up. So spot on, my friend. Spot on.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you play Final Fantasy games, so Final Fantasy games historically are like 40-hour games. Like you can play longer, you could probably beat it in a shorter amount of time, but the first disc is usually after 9 hours, and it's finished with some climactic battle that you inevitably don't win,
right? Or
you're in a different situation. You're just in a different situation afterwards, like you're in a prison or you're somewhere else, you're in a different castle or city, and that's Final
Fantasy 7 or 8. That was like, I can't tell you how many times I played that game. But yeah, right after the first disc, you think you're going to beat the sorceress for the first time, and you don't. She gets away, and then you're fucked.
That's Final Fantasy 8 because you're in the prison at the beginning of the second disc, and it's the prison that's underground in the desert.
Yes.
Yeah, that whole sequence is cool too. The prison sequence, it's cool. Then your party splits up, and I love that game. Squall's the man. He doesn't get enough love.
No, he doesn't.
I
love all of them. That's like. Yeah, that's the best one in my opinion. Anyway, so then basically we find out that, yes, the cauldron exists. In order to make the cauldron active, there's like feet to the cauldron. So basically to try to deactivate the cauldron, because they can't get rid of it, because if they get rid of the cauldron, basically no life can exist. Because the cauldron's like the mother of energy and life in our universe. So cauldron is too important to just blow up and go away. It has to stay. But in order to nullify it, to make it not like active, they basically take the feet, like 3-prong feet off the cauldron, and then hide them in different areas in different temples. We find out that one of the temples was Cessair, which is what a couple chapters back we overheard, like Feyre was tiptoeing around and listening in on people's conversations like she do. And she's the eavesdrop queen. And
Feyre does get her nose into some shit.
Yep.
Anyway.
She eavesdropped and heard Mor tell Rhys that there was a temple in Cessair that was ransacked and all the priestesses were slain and the trove was looted, which we find out was one of the feet of the cauldron.
And we think it's from Hybern. We don't know.
We basically do, because the bone carver was like, you already know the answer, but if you need me to tell you yes, Rhysand, then yes, Rhysand.
So, yeah, they're looking to take control of the cause. Well, okay, I do have to ask, why would Jurian be on the bad guy side? Didn't he fight against Amarantha for the humans?
Yes.
Okay. There's that whole like just kill this dude.
Yeah.
I'm still under just kill this dude.
Yeah.
Like why you know?
I hear you.
Like it's just a dude. Like I'll do it.
Like I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to. I've got to double check to be sure that whatever I say is not gonna be a spoiler. But I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah. Just fucking murder this cat. Whatever.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's part of it. It's not that they can necessarily control the cauldron. It's that they need someone who's made. Yeah. So the Book of Breathings, that's what it is. The Book of Breathings was believed harmless because like calls to like, and only that which was made can speak those spells and summon its power. No creature born of the earth may wield it, so the High Lords and humans dismissed it as little more than a historical heirloom. But if the book were in the hands of something reforged, you would have to test such a theory, of course, but it might be possible. So that's why they are trying to reforge Jurian, is so they would have someone to be able to find the Book of Breathings, because they don't know where it is. Hybern doesn't know where it is.
We would also, so Jurian would help them find the book.
Correct.
Also, we don't know what Jurian would become. Like, we assume it's Fae. Could be anything.
We don't know what it could be or what it is. But
could
basically,
be a mummy.
Maybe. But it has to be something that was made, remade, reforged, because he was nothing. Now he's just an eyeball and a finger bone.
So far. And now we know where they went after the mountains. We think the Adder took them.
Correct. And then the other part of the book, so half of it is in Summer Court, and then the other half is with the human mortal queens.
Bitches.
The problem, yes, straight up. With it being with the mortal queens is that they can't just steal it. So when the queens got their half, they put a spell.
I put a spell on you.
Yep, they put a spell in the book so that if anybody just straight up stole it, it would just disintegrate and melt and be useless. Yeah. So they can only get the book if it is freely given with no trickery and no magic involved.
I kind of love that. Very vampire-y.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of love that.
Yes. So, so there's that. So that's kind of everything they find out. So then chapter 19, they go back to the inner circle and they're like, hey, this is what we found out. And they're like, shit.
I like that they're just like waiting around and they even make fun of it. They're like, so you just wait around for 50 years too? And they're like, yeah, we did. Yep. That's exactly what we did.
Yep.
Man. Yeah, no, I honestly, I guess I was on the plane. I read this entire part on an hour-long flight back from. Yeah. I maybe finished the last few pages at the bar, because there's a bar down the street from my house that's a whiskey bar that I go and sometimes read. And the bartender, shout out Emma, she watches her stuff sometimes. She's like, "What's up? What's up with Feyre?" And I'm like,
"What's up with Feyre? Where's she at?"
Bitches learned to read.
Yeah.
And
well, now she's about to like be a bloodhound and sniff out some stuff. So, what I love about this next little bit of chapters is, so they're like, hey, yeah, we're gonna give you a little test and see if you can find a valuable object of mine that have been missing for a considerably long time. That's all Reese says, and Moore immediately goes, shit. Like, she knows exactly what he's about to do. So he says, we're gonna go on a little trip. He hasn't said anything about any of it yet. He says, we're gonna go on a little trip to see if you can find a valuable object of mine that I've been missing for a long time. Shit, said Moore. Where, I managed to say, it was Asriel who answered, to the Weaver. So they all know. They're like, what's going on? They all know. And when Reese goes, I know how we can test this, all of the inner circle's like, no.
Okay, that's good energy. I didn't read it like that, so it's good to know. I was just like, all right, yeah, they're all being dramatic, whatever.
They're literally like, really? Can't you do something else?
It's not the time for this, dude. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that energy is a fun energy.
Yeah. It's like, no.
They're like, oh dear, like, no.
So I want to go ahead and do this, and we're going to talk about this real quick, and then I'm going to move on to getting to reading the next chapter. Here it goes. If you have considerable trauma, hanging out with your friends and building on relationships and people is a good idea. Because our girl right here is going to notice a few successes in her life that aren't anybody else's, but hers. It's going to help her work through her trauma. So get up and make your fucking bed in the morning, you clowns, and continue to do cool shit. Anyway, it can only help you. I don't understand why people don't do it. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Eat clean. Don't drink. If you're feeling bad about your life, fucking sleep better. Take a hot shower. If you're a girl, take a super hot shower. And it's just, y'all are a bunch of goddamn demons. I shouldn't say that. You're a bunch of demons.
And remember that if you can't make your own serotonin, store-bought is fine.
You steal somebody else's.
So she gets a title now.
Okay.
Feyre gets a title.
Did I miss that?
Yes, you did.
I was drinking so much.
Yeah, you're at the whiskey bar at this point. So
Yeah.
They talk about going to see the Weaver, and she says, the bone carver, the Weaver, can't you ever just call somebody by a given name? And so Reese says, okay, well, why don't we just add one more name to the list? Emissary. Emissary to the Night Court for the human realm. So Feyre gets a job and she gets a title. She is now going to be emissary to the Night Court for the human realm.
It feels like a fake title. Not gonna lie. Because when they're like, yeah, Lucian's my emissary, it's like, that's just your friend. Shut the fuck up. Like, you just hang out with your friend every day.
That's official court business. That's official court business.
She ain't getting paid.
It is.
Is that what's official about it?
Yeah. She's getting paid. She has a bank account. That money gets deposited in.
That's true.
She gets paid. So anyhow, because we find out, he says we need some place to go where we can meet so that we can talk to these mortal queens, because they're not going to come here. So we need a place to be able to go.
Oh, right.
Territory. And Feyre's like, oh, let's go to my family's estate.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, that's fine.
Ness is cool
Like,
with it. Fuck my dad. And my other sister doesn't care.
Right. And then she literally says, oh, I love this energy. The energy continues. So he says, we need this, blah, blah, blah. And she says, my family's estate. Next line. My family's estate, flip page. Mother's tits, Reese. Cassian cut in. Like, you think you could just take over her family's house and demand that of them? Like, it's such good energy. such good energy.
Mother's tits. Where did I see mother's tits? Did I read far enough?
Yeah, you did. I think so. Did you? I mean, you got through the setup of going to the Weaver, right?
Mm-hmm. I think
of
so.
like what we're doing. Yeah.
I marked it.
Yeah. So he says, emissary. Oh, it's not on a page turn in the actual one that you're reading, but it's on page 208. Emissary to the Night Court, and then on page 209, halfway down, it says, my family's estate. I said.
Yeah.
The next.
I did mark this. Mother's tits. Yeah, I marked that. Yeah. Yeah, Cassian cut in, wings flared. Yeah.
And
that's the school that the land, Moore said, reaching over to return to the. There's actually something on the next page that's funny too, because they're talking about, or the final page, because they're talking about that she's blind.
Yeah.
You will be invisible to her. She's blind?
Then it's settled. Once Feyre Darling returns from the Weaver, we'll bring Hybern to its knees. So then Rhys and her are talking, and they're like getting her ready. And time is of the essence, because we're like, he wakes her up at the ass crack of dawn. She's like, really? Why did we have to do this early? And that's when you find out, oh, the reading. That's why you insisted on the lessons. So if your suspicions were true and I could harness the book, I could actually read it, or any translation of whatever's inside. Again, he said, had you started to work with me, I would have told you why. I couldn't risk discovery otherwise. You should have learned to read no matter what. But yes, when I told you it served my own purpose, it was because of this. Do you blame me for it? Says no, but I'd rather be notified of any future schemes, please. It's like, duly noted. Noted.
I love the bottom of 212 when he's like, and if she notices, his hands tightly sliding, then we'll learn precisely how skilled you are. Cruel, convincing bastard, I glared at him. Rhys shrugs. Would you rather I lock you in a house of wind and stuff you with food and made you wear fine clothes and plan my parties? And she's like, go to hell.
She's like,
why not just get this object yourself if it's so important? And he's like,
yeah.
Because the Weaver knows me.
Yeah. No, I love that. I highlighted that one too. So this is like, I started a fourth one, a fourth annotated color, because it's just funny, flirty banter.
Yeah.
The first one that I like is he's talking about, it says Rhys yanked open the drawers and pulled out my undergarments.
Yeah. I saw that too.
He dangled the bits of midnight lace and chuckled. I'm surprised you didn't demand Walla and Caradwyn buy you something else. And she says, I stalked to him, snatching the lace away. You're drooling on the carpet. I slammed the bathing room door closed before he could respond. So it's like, that's a little bit of fire. We're finally seeing not just like I think it's it's a new level of healing when we can flirt fire. Flirt fire is my favorite, right? Banter's good. They've given it back and forth to each other about like not being able to read and just kind of like buddy comedy, buddy cop kind of stuff. But the bantery, the flirty banter is my favorite.
I can't wait to see Tamlin's stupid face again. I kind of imagine he's gonna be arm in arm with Ianthe. I hope that happens. I kind of think that's gonna go down that way, or some other fucking bitch. And I don't mean to say that in a rude way, but it's rude. It just feels like Ianthe was cheating with Tamlin while she was there, and he was like avoiding her because he didn't want Feyre to find out Ianthe was his side chick.
Yeah,
that's how it reads at the beginning of this book.
Yeah, I understand the feeling behind that for sure, and it's mostly because we're like, what the fuck are you thinking, Tamlin? Like, so it's like none of it, and Ianthe is in lockstep with him the whole time. So Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's because we don't see any evidence of it being because of anything like actually sexual between them, but
Sure.
it is very much like they seem to be cut from similar cloth.
Yeah, like why wasn't this a thing for a long time? Is essentially Feyre's like message at one point. Like,
Yeah, even she's
what
like,
are we?
yeah, why are you with me?
Yeah, I'm. Well, it's obvious. It's like when the jock gets with the emo kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the emo kid, and she's like, I just think you're cool, and she's like,
I
you
mean,
make me feel pretty for the first time in my life.
I
And
don't
then
know, I kind of feel like it's a little bit more like Troy Bolton and what's her name from High School Musical.
I've never seen High School Musical.
Oh, come on. Really? That was like a whole thing. He's like a jock and she's like a musical theater girl. And
Gosh, she strikes me as
that's
emo.
all it is. Well, it's theater, it's like art. Emo art.
She's
No,
like,
not the
I
same.
paint. It's
Yeah.
emo. Just
She
like,
reminds me sometimes she reminds me of like Doug Funny's older sister.
yeah,
You know,
Doug Funny's older sister. I forgot about.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an artist.
What do you like to do? I won't tell you, but I paint.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but you can't read, bitch. Like,
I mean, I hear you. I agree.
I'm gonna keep saying it because it's funny, but it's not that funny, and that's why I think it's funny. It's not that funny. It's just funny to me.
I get it though. I get why you think it's funny.
I like that we have characters now in the book, because in the first book, like Tamlin was, even up to the end, I never thought Tamlin would lose to Rhys in a hand-to-hand fight. And now we've got like multiple characters. Yeah. Like Tamlin's fear of Rhys was a direct result of Amarantha and nothing else. That's the way it's written to me. So like, it's nice to know that, oh, we've got this like older than shit like chick thing creature that's Amren, and then we've got Moore who's super powerful, and we've got this bone carver, and we're gonna go hang out with the Weaver. And I also, by the way, I also like that like they're continuing to utilize her like hunting trope in the story.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I thought that was going to be gone by the wayside. To be frank with you, I thought that was just going to be a part of her personality that in the first book. I think it's really cool that they're continuing to be like, no, but you're a hunter. Like that's what you do.
Yeah.
You notice things others wouldn't.
It is. It's cool. And it still continues. But that's what I mean when I say like she gets to be an asset now, and she gets to use all of those skills because they were hard-earned skills, hard won, hard fought, and now she gets to use that for something that isn't just survival.
Yeah, she's going on a Pokemon journey to capture all the Pokemon.
Kinda.
Yeah. What is Rhys's super special thing that he's gonna have her go get? Let me think on it.
Let's write it down. Tell me what you think it is.
There's zero chance I'm gonna write it down. I don't know.
No,
I'm actually just. Okay. What is it? What is it? Is it a pair of socks? No. It's not a pair of socks. Is it an instrument? A flute?
He says, all he has said so far is retrieve the object. The object. And apparently a lot of High Lords, all of the High Lords have some kind of something in there that they have lost to or intentionally left with the Weaver. But none of them can go and get it because she would know.
Is it a crown? Maybe it's a crown. No. It'd be funny if it was a crown. Like, you really a crown? Like, that would be like, hell, his friends would be like, seriously? What's wrong with you? And then Feyre would be like, a crown? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Right.
You know what? Put me down for a crown. Put me down for
a crown. She would definitely give him shit if it were that, for sure.
Yeah. Like, all of them are like, are you serious right now? Like, this is the thing? Who cares?
Yeah.
You don't care. Yeah. It's like, yeah, but it's mine.
Well, and it's like, it is for a good reason, because they have to know if she can actually do it, so that they know, that this is a good road to go down.
So we've seen the transformation power, her transformation. There's 7 of them, right?
7 High Lords, yes.
Yeah, and they all gave her a portion of their strength,
A kernel
their powers.
Of their power, yep.
Yeah, and so we've seen the fire thing. We've seen a transformation. We've seen the shield, and we've seen the mind thing, and that's it, right? There's 4.
Ice.
You've seen ice. Ice is cool. I think
that's the 5th one.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope she learns some sort of flight. It'd be cool. Because, like, it's fantasy. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that I'm not you. Anyway, we know.
If you know, you know.
If you know.
So the next set of chapters.
Is
chapters 20 through 24.
Perfect. Reading comprehension was on full blast today. Thank you.
20 through 24.
Hey, so, I've been working on smiling with my eyes. I need you to tell me what you think.
Smizing? All right, let's see. Go ahead.
You go first. Can you do it?
Oh, smiling with your eyes? I mean, isn't smiling with your eyes just like smiling and it goes up to your eyes? Is that not what that is?
I think it's like this, like, so this is a smile.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But smiling with your eyes is like.
Mine always looks like menacing because I always have this like eyebrow hitch thing.
Yeah, you always, yours is hilarious. Okay, is mine like this? Like.
That's pretty good. I see. That's almost like.
I'm not. What? Why are you? What? What?
It's fine.
You can tell me. Is it good?
It works out. It works out.
No, you got to tell me now. That was weird.
No, it's just
what was that?
What do you mean? No, it's nothing weird.
You're literally talking like... in variables. Like there's no substance. It's just. What?
Nothing. I just love you. That's hilarious.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's hilarious? I don't know.
Like, what do you mean? No, it was cute. Luke, it was cute. You're cute. Now you just look like you're dead inside.
That's part of smiling with your eyes.
Oh, is it? You need to look like you're dead inside? Okay. So here's the thing. I think this would be really fun. We'll work on it. Not right now, because this video is a little long and I want people to actually like, I want it to be fresh. I want you to have time to practice it. But there's a lot of things that happen in these romantasy books and even just romance books in general that you read, and when you're reading it, like you can kind of see it in your mind, but it's really difficult to like think about it in real life happening. So one of them is like his eyes darkened, and then like there's a couple others like, oh, he growled, like like things that
when he growls it's like this. It's like
I'm gonna need you to never do that again.
Oh, why? Was it bad?
Never do that again.
Was it bad?
No, it was good, and I'm gonna need you to never do that again.
But that's what that is, by the way. That's that sound.
I'm gonna need you to
It's usually whispered. It's like
stop it.
Like that's all that is, I promise you. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Let's not go there again. I thought it'd be fun to do that. I take it back. I don't want to.
No, so what are the other things?
I mean, I'll just make a list. But like his eyes darkened is one of them. He growled, or like, bared his teeth. It's like a lot of stuff that would be like animalistic type things, but when you're reading it, there's a couple of people who can do it like really well on TikTok. Like there's some like book talkers that are almost like I don't know, model hot level of hotness.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? And then it's like his eyes darkened, and then they'll do like lip syncing along with it. And then as like they deliver the line or lip sync to the line, like they do it. And you're like, that's it. He did it. That was it.
Who did?
So yeah, I'll let you know.
Me? Just now?
No, the guy.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. I got you.
I'll send you a couple of like of those tropey option things, and you can practice them and let me. You can hit us with it, and maybe we'll put that on the Spud Oracle channel.
See, this is fake. I don't like this one.
That is fake. See, but that's more like that's like a smirk. That's not smiling with your eyes. That's like a I have a secret kind of thing. Okay. I'm gonna you keep.
Is that
practicing.
bad? Is it
No,
bad?
it's not bad. It's not
Then
bad.
why don't you keep practicing? How do I know if I'm looking into a camera? I can't see my face.
Fair. It's fair. Practice
Honestly,
in the ears, you can see it.
In the last video, while you were talking for like a minute or two, I was like trying my damnedest to do it to the camera. So there's like a full 5 minutes of me being like, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it now.
Yeah.
And
it's pretty funny. Like I watched it a little bit.
Listening.
I wasn't.
Listening.
I wasn't. I was like, I gotta focus. I gotta figure out how to smile with my eyes here and see if it works. And it did, I think. It's kind of fun. My whole demeanor changes for like a full 10 minutes. It goes back to being goofy.
Oh my god.
It's so
good.
good.
My god. Is it?
I think it's funny.
God bless your ADD brain. I love you.
It's the best. Sometimes I can just put problems in the back of my head and then they solve. And then I just like, one day I'm like, oh, right, I solved this. How cool. That's how I came up with the couch thing.
Nice.
You were there.
Yeah, I was there. I also have the ADD, so I hear you. I know exactly what it's like.
Yeah, it's like where I messed up growing up was telling people my ideas, but they were like 30% fulfilled, so it just sounded like I was rambling. But then what I figured out was like, hey, don't tell anybody that one yet. Let it bloom. Let it become something.
Let that one cook.
Yeah,
let that one cook.
Yeah, let the yeast rise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then there's a few times it's like no one comes to the kitchen couch for the food. Let's get it. Like I was like,
like wait a minute.
Boy, my mom.
Did I just come up with a catchphrase?
I did. I did. Thank you. My mom hates it. She's like, because she's so food oriented. Like she's prepared food for decades, among decades. And I'm just like, we look at the kitchen as two different places.
Well, yeah.
Jenny's the best. We love Jenny.
Jenny, you're an absolute gem, and I appreciate you.
Kelly calls her Jenny too. I love Kelly. Kelly's so funny. She's like, your mom's such a badass. I'm like, okay, Kelly.
She is though.
She is apparently. Jenny's a badass. She's an absolute dog.
She's a dog.
She's a dog.
I love her.
Absolute
I love her.
Dog.
My God. All right, well, let's get off here and let these people get back to their lives. 20 through 24.
20 through 24. If you like this content, please
like and subscribe.
And we're going to be back with more episodes a little bit later this week. Check us out on YouTube Music. We put the first book into a podcast you can find on YouTube Music, and it's going to be on other podcast channels hopefully soonish, probably tomorrow if I can figure out everything, but probably tomorrow morning. And so these will be on there soon if you would rather a podcast rather than a YouTube channel, and we'll post on X whenever we do that and other places in the community chat, so it'll pop up on YouTube. Anything else for you?
That's it.
Great. Well, till next time.
I'll be practicing.
Shit.
Oh God, you okay?
Were you practicing?
Are you all right?
I'm perfect. My perfect vision and teeth. We're not fucking. My nose is crooked, but I got eyes and teeth, dog.
Teeth and eyes. No, we're practicing our smiling with our eyes. So until then.
Later, taters.